Hi Aquarius, welcome to Wobbly Camera Tarot, or at least it feels tarot as I like to call it. We have present position, present expectation, unexpected, short-term future, which is next week, and then the next 1, 2, 3 weeks after that. Energy across the bottom is the Lover's card, so this is about attraction, connections, relationships basically, and sometimes those relationships could be quite fractious, but you know, they're there and we are to learn from them. So let's jump in. We start off present position, which is the magnificent Ten of Cups. You've twisted all these problems, all these swords into a wreath. So it's about peace and unity. You know, it's all coming together. We've got the baby's breath for love and innocence, and there's a joyful kind of celebration. It is emotional maturity as well. There's a very strong sense of everything coming together. The tens are about a completion of something. Even past transgressions are forgiven here, and again that's very strong with the Lover's card there. You need to forgive and forget, move on, and then the end result is this beautiful, uplifting happiness, joy and happiness. Present expectation is the Justice card. So it is a card of you know, she's got the scales to balance out the story. She's got the sword to mete out punishment and the crown for ultimate truth. She is like, you can't sway justice. You know, you just tell the story like it is, and then you will be judged. I always say, you know, behave like you're being watched. So drive your car at 2 a.m. like you would drive it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just because there's no other cars on the road doesn't mean you don't indicate and slow down at roundabouts, blah, blah, blah. So just do the decent thing. I just think if you do the decent thing, Mark Twain said, always tell the truth. You don't have to remember anything. Simple as. This is a card of knowing your own limitations. It is the Five of Swords. It is a card of... I think if you don't realise your limitations, you're going to fail. It is definitely a card of failure if you're not careful. It's in the unexpected position, so you're not expecting to fail. So to me, it feels like a warning shot. So just be careful, Aquarius, just firing a shot. Cross your bows there. I don't know why, because you seem to learn from that, because these two cards are both amazing. So next week, you've got the Four of Wands, which is, again, joyful, celebratory, foundational happiness. It's freedom as well. This bird has broken its chains and is flying off to freedom. So you've got the freedom that you've craved. And again, you know, the great thing about knowing your limitations is it does actually give you that freedom. You know, there's nothing wrong with, I mean, I'm quite senior in the role I do, but if someone said to me, Steve, can you do this, this and this? I would just go, no, I can't, it's beyond my ability. One of the young lads who's just joined the company is amazing at this. He can do that, you know, so it's a win-win. I don't feel like I've lost anything by saying I couldn't do this. There are other things I can do very well. So I would bear that in mind. Accept your limitations, and that will give you the freedom to be all you need to be. And then next 1, 2, 3 weeks, business and home life is looking really solid. If you are between relationships or you don't want to be in a relationship, this is you and your higher self. This is, you know, this justice, this higher ground. This is someone going, did you do the decent thing last week? You go, yes, I did. Yeah. There's an end to hostilities because of it. Very definitely a win-win this week, Aquarius. Love to see this. Really powerful. So you've got a great 10. So at the end of something, but successfully. Yeah, the Justice card. Just be honest and authentic and truthful. And I think connections, relationships will all benefit from that. And yeah, love that. Know your limitations, you'll be fine. I'm using this new Norse Tarot. This will be the 6th time I've used it, so I will have to reference the book. But anyway, let's jump in. The Hermit, we know what the Hermit's about. It's about taking a bit of time for self, as a bit of reflection and soul searching and just listening to your own gut instinct, your own head and heart. So just take a step back after this victory. Just have a think about next steps. Interesting, there's a rainbow on a traditional Rider-Waite deck for the Ten of Cups, and there's a rainbow on here as well. So that feels like it wants to tie in with this. So what are we getting from the Ten of Cups and the Hermit? The Hermit wants you, basically, whatever this victory is, whatever this position you find yourself in, which is very joyful, it's also, because it's a 10, it's the end of something. So you should know very clearly, Aquarius, what it is I'm talking about on this. You'll go, I've just been promoted, or I've just finished this job, or me and my girlfriend have just moved in together. There should be something here that makes a lot of sense to you. And then it's asking you to kind of go away and just think about how successful that was. The reason for that is it wants you to repeat this. You know, sometimes you go, I had a great time at work at my last job. This, and this happened, but I don't know why. What it's reminding you to do is every time you have a little success, because you do had a failure. If you had a failure, you go home and go, no, why did that do that? Why did I get it wrong? But with successes, we just take them and move on. It's asking you to think about your success and what it was that you did to make it happen again. It's drawing attention to it as well. Blow this trumpet, you know, it's like it's asking you to tell yourself what you did well. Yeah. On top of the Justice card, we got the Three of Swords. This is the father and eldest son going off to battle, and the mother trying to hold the youngest son back, going, you don't need to go. You know, and there's obviously going to be heartbreak if he does go, and chances of something horrible happening. So it is a card of heartbreak and a card of worry and concern. So what I would say is when the Justice comes knocking on your door, you have that little bum clenching moment of, did I do the right thing? And it instantly, that nanosecond should be, yes, I did. Yeah. So if someone said to me in the house, have you eaten the last of the biscuits? I would just go, no, I'm overweight, I'm diabetic. The last thing I should be doing is eating biscuits. And then it'd be one of my two sons. You're like, oh, you sneaky bugger. Yeah. But when I'm first asked me a bit, I'm in trouble. No, I'm not. Yeah. So you're going to have that little clench. I'm in trouble. No, you're not, because you did the decent thing, remember. So we're going to know our limitations in the unexpected position. Yeah. Once you've got your limitations, you know your limitations, you can move on to plan B. Yeah, this is preparing for the next stage. Four of Pentacles is, in this particular deck, it is exactly that. It's about, okay, we've realised our limitations. That enables us to get the sails up and get the boat moving and get this out to where it needs to be. We are moving on to the next level with confidence here. And then next week got the Three of Pentacles. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Let me just check. The Three of Pentacles, called discs in this one. The Three of Discs. A business venture, a combination of material and spiritual influences, laying the foundation for success. Reward follows effort. Yeah, love it. And that's the freedom and the reward that you're after as well. So reward follows effort. Love that. That might be the title. Oh, Ace of Swords. Well, there you go. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Ace of Swords, the light bulb moment, that real kind of head over heart. Yeah, know exactly what's going on here. There's a real sense of purpose and clarity through all of this. You're not getting phased at all by these two cards here. The Justice card is like, yeah, fine, I've done the decent thing. Yes, I know my limitations, and I've gone, I can't do that. I can't do that kind of relationship. I can't do that kind of job. What I can do is this. You know, it's really powerful, isn't it, to be able to say what you can and can't do in something. Love these cards. They're lovely and colourful as well. I like it how they kind of lift the black a little bit, don't they? So yeah, reward after effort. You just keep doing what you're doing, keep putting the hammer down, and you're going to end up in a really solid place in the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. Aquarius, this is looking great. Always a pleasure. Oh, hang on, before I go, let's do your spirit animal. I did that with someone the other week. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. You know, sometimes things can look a little bit grim if you think about what the vulture does, but nothing is wasted in nature. Yeah, when everyone else has finished doing what they're doing, the vulture comes down and just finishes it off. And it is about, I've read this before as well. Someone else got it a few weeks ago. Let's have a look. 63. Yeah, any suffering you've experienced has not gone to waste. So, you know, sometimes you go, I'm having a really bad week. That's fine. That's just an experience that just enables you to realise that when it happens in future, you're prepared for it because it's happened to you before. Yeah. So just treat any downside on this as a learning experience. You're supposed to go through it. It's going to make you the better person. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you next week for more of the same. Take care.